Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my full platinum walkthrough for Jusant on the PS5. Yes, this is going to be a full platinum walkthrough. We're going to do this in just over 2 hours. What are we on? 2 hours, just 2 hours 9 minutes roughly. I have edited out all of the cutscenes and things like that. So it's going to be all the gameplay minus that. So about 2.5 hours, 3 hours maybe is what you can do to get this platinum if you follow along. The main part of this is going to be collectibles. There's 105 of them spread across 5 of the 6 chapters. The last chapter doesn't have any collectibles. Nothing's missable, but some of the things are just kind of well hidden. So I thought I'd just put together a quick guide showing you where everything is and walking you through all the miscellaneous trophies as well. Like I said, nothing's missable, so you can do all of those at any point as well. Some of them are cumulative, like jumping and catching your breath 50 times, things like that. If you don't know what this game is, it's quite a relaxing, quite an entertaining climbing game, basically. So it's lots of climbing and exploring. It's very linear, so you're not going to get lost. There might be a couple of points where you get a little bit stuck because it does look very samey in places, and the handholds aren't all obvious, painted yellow, like a Uncharted or something like that. So there's going to be 22 trophies. Most of them are going to be at the front where we pick up the first collectible for each one, and then at the back end where we get all of the last collectible. There are miscellaneous ones in between. I'm going to walk you through and go through everything as we go. I might dip in and out with the commentary, but I will be here for the whole experience. Because a lot of the time it just doesn't. Nothing needs to be said because it will just be like a climbing section where you just need to get to the top. Obviously, I'll leave you and let you know when I'm going to jump in next. So, starting off, we have Chapter 1. All the chapters merged together. The first 2 chapters are about half an hour for the both of them, and let's get on with it. So the first one is Daymark, and you can see that it's a damn fine looking game, this, I've got to say. This is it. It looks like there's a lot going on here, but most of it is just set dress. In fact, all of it is just set dressing. The first thing we're going to be getting is a letter. So what you do is you climb up, you hold R2 and then L2 and switch between the two. That's how you climb in most games. You kind of release one and then hold the other, and while you're holding with R2 you reach up with L2 and grab the next one. The sort of climbing mechanic. I'm sure you've done it before. You'll get used to it quite quickly. What you're going to see me doing is jumping a lot, so holding X and then moving up. That and double jumping you can do as well. There is a trophy for doing 200 jumps, so that's what I will be doing. You will be doing a lot of jumping throughout this game. So while we don't actually have a stamina bar, it's good practice just to throw a few in. So you can see I'm just jumping up the wall, holding on with L2, R2, and then holding back on the stick and holding X and then letting go and jumping up. I'm doing quite a few of those now, just so I get them out of the way. Trophies like this you want to sort of work on straight away and just get them out of the way so they're not at the back of your mind. Jumping. There's another one when we get the stamina bar for sort of resting in between. The jumping can look a bit janky. There's going to be parts where you'll see those where I'm kind of jumping when I don't really need to. But yeah, the handholds, I got to give them to them. Yeah, they are obvious. They are obviously, the rocks are sticking out, but they're not massively obvious like yellow things. So what I did there was clamp on to the wall. So I hold square, and then it places another pit on. So if you fall, you'll land there. It's a little bit like a checkpoint for each climb, I guess. You got 3 of them that you can put in. So if I fall now, I'll just go to that last one. You can see I've got a stamina bar now as well. So when your stamina runs out or gets low, if you hold L3, you'll stop where you are and just recoup the stamina. So you'll see now, I'm going to place a pit on, and then I'm going to jump, and I'm jumping. You can see the top of the stamina bar goes white. That can't be filled back in until you rest properly at your next sort of platform at the top here. So it's getting a bit yellow. You see I'm resting there, holding L3. Get used to doing that early on. So the jumping and the resting, just get them done. Like I say, you probably won't miss them. You'll get them naturally, but just get them all that way, and then you don't have to think about it. So we're climbing up, we're getting close to the first letter. I don't know why I'm going that way. So ladders are always a good one to jump up because obviously they're straight up. Oh, what the hell's going on there? So yeah, it does take a minute to get used to it, but it does flow quite well, the climbing mechanic, once you just kind of move between left and right. So rest in as well sometimes. Sometimes I'll do it at the top of the climb because I know I'm not going anywhere else. So here's the first collectible. You'll get your first trophy here as well. First contact. Just triangle and then read through it if you wish. I'm not going to do that now, obviously. And first contact. So that's the trophy for the first letter. So next we're going to get a shell, and that will also give us a trophy as well. If you want to drop down, you just hold R2, L2, and that will drop you down. And then you can swing from side to side. You can lengthen your rope by pressing L1 and bring it. Oh my god. Told you it looked a bit janky in places. It's actually a really well put together, polished game. It's just certain points, it just looks a bit funky like that. I'm actually trying to get a trophy there as well, see if I could do it there. There is a specific place where I got it first time, so I'm going to do it there in this video as well. So jumping up, and we have a shell. I'm going to skip the shells because there's a little bit of a cutscene with each shell. You put it to your ear and you kind of listen to a memory. It's pretty cool. But we don't need to have that in this guide. So an ear to the past is going to be the next trophy. That is for finding the first shell. So the next one is going to be another letter. And we're just climbing on up. Yeah, do jump up ladders. Oh, it's good to be back doing guides again. It's been too long. Thought I'd start off with a nice, easy one. So this is a letter here. They're not particularly obvious, but the triangle prompt does make them more obvious. You can't usually see the actual collectible. It's going to be the prompts that you see. So again, down, and then you can swing from side to side. And just, if you press jump as well, it does give you a massive boost towards the wall or the point that you're trying to jump to. And then just holding R2, L2 to grab on. And again, I'm still jumping around at this point. Trying to make sure that we get enough jumps in. Yeah, I'm resting at the top there. So that's what I'm doing. Whenever you think, why is he stopping? I'm just resting. Again, it all counts. Always wind your rope in as well. Because the rope actually has a limited length. You'll notice on certain walls, some of the bigger walls later on, the rope will actually just stop. So there are checkpoints within the walls as well where you can reconnect your rope. So you'll be doing that. So the next one, we're going to drop down here. Up here, that's the next note or letter. And the next thing is going to be a cairn. So there's 20 of those. Yeah, there's one of those funny janky jumps. So we'll climb up here. We're going to get another trophy as well for the cairn, obviously. Yeah, I wouldn't advise sort of jumping on these points where you're upside down. That's probably not going to go. It'd probably be fine, to be honest. But it might not go so well. So yeah, hold, place, always get used to placing those as well. And then you can perform a double jump. So it's just jump and then jump again. That's what double means. But yeah, do get used to placing the pitons in the wall before you do a big jump, so you don't waste your time having to climb back and things. This one, you're just pulling yourself up, so reeling in with R1, and then jumping across. So yeah, again, the handholds they're obvious, but it's natural looking, which I've got to give them props for that, because that's got to be, design-wise, it's obviously a lot easier just to paint everything yellow, like certain games do. Having said that, I am jumping up a yellow net here. Yeah, a bit more resting. So we'll be doing a few of these Smaller guides for filling in. If you're wondering why he's doing such a simple game, it's just because I want to. Yeah, if I like a game, I'm going to do a guide for it. That's just how it's going to work from now on. Smaller games included. So we're nearly there. So when you get to the bridge up there, we're going to turn around and go the opposite way instead. And this is where the first cairn is going to be. All you do with these is you place a stone on top. So add to the cairn. That's what they're for, isn't it? There's the next one. First stone. There's another letter up here before we continue. Obviously, the majority of the ones where you will be picking up are letters. So the game is broken down into 6 chapters. You can go back and clean up afterwards once you've finished the game. So if there is anything that you do miss by accident, obviously I've not pointed them out clearly enough. That might be the case. But you can just, at the end, just go back in and clean up. All the chapters are pretty quick. 3 and 4 are the longest. But even those, once you know what you're doing, you can sail straight through them. So that little mouse dude there, whatever he is, they do have a name. I don't know what it is. Can't remember what they were. It says it in the trophy. So we need to chase 10, I think, of those. I think it was 10. It's not many. Back into their home. So yeah, you can see there's another one there. So that's their home there. You kind of chase them in. We're not going to do that here. We're going to farm that in another place where it's a bit more straightforward. But what we are here for is this letter. And then we're going to hook round. There's another cairn. And then another letter up at the top of here. So we're actually nearly done with chapter 1 already. We just got to climb up this building now. So there's your next letter. Don't miss that one. And the next collectible is going to be a journal entry. There's 13 of these. They're essentially letters, but from a specific person. All of them Bianca. You can obviously tell the difference from each one as well. Between each one. So pull this down, your rope, and it's inside of here. So it works just like a letter. But you can see at the front it says logbook. And then at the bottom it will be signed off Bianca on every single one. So yeah, always place them and then you can swing across. Honestly, I'm not sure whether that type of jump counts towards the trophy. I'm thinking it does. Or whether it's just the specific ones you get from jumping from wall to wall. I think it's all jumps are included. Here's quite cool. You can get a good swing. You can get right round the side of this wall. Just go for it. If you're hooked on, then just go for a big swing and see where you can get to. It goes for most of the game, to be honest. So hooking back on. Bit of a swing. I think I might try that trophy again here as well. Yeah, I do. So there's a trophy for doing a swing like that and attaching a piton to near the top of the wall. It doesn't seem to work there. I don't know why. But there, yeah, we'll get that later on. Don't worry about it. So here's the last collectible of Chapter 1. So we will be moving into Chapter 2 briefly. So that's the last letter there. So up this ladder. And then each chapter ends like this. You'll see this sort of trumpet thing. You're going to stick your shell into it. I'll cut the cutscene out. You don't need to watch that. And then Chapter 2 will start straight away. Exactly where we left off. So this one's migration. Obviously, I've jumped out the game there. So I've come back in. And we're going to get a trophy now. Or 2, actually. So you've got your little man here. He's called Ballast, I think was his name. Little helper. So he pops out now in chapter 2. So what you want to do is hug him. So left on the D-pad. And you'll get 1 trophy. And that's the adventure buddies. And then do it another 19 times, so 20 in total. And you'll get the restored connection as well. So I did just jump ahead there in time. You don't see me hug that guy 20 times. Get them out, and that's another one. Just get it out of the way, get it done now, because you might forget. So just take a few moments to do that, and then we're off. Zip lines are always cool in every game they've ever been in, and they look particularly good in this game. Yeah, it's really polished looking. There's no sort of popping or anything. It's really, yeah, it's good. Nice clean game. So grab onto these plants, then you press up on the D-pad now, and you'll do that little ping. That's your little blue man, Ballast, helping out, and it makes these vines grow. If you hold onto them and then press it, you'll pretty much get to where you need off them anyway. Whereas you press it and then jump on, you've got to do climbing. So, yeah, work smart, not hard and all that. Bring your rope in. So the next collectible is going to be a Fresco, which is obviously a painting. And that's going to get us another trophy as well. Echo from the past. So yeah, here you're going to see me. Am I going to do it? Yeah, I'm always going to connect on before a big jump like that. Connect on, and then make the jump. So I'm going to swing across, try and grab onto that. Oh no, we missed. Sometimes it is better to just ping the plant first, so you've got plenty to grab onto. You get lucky those on that one. And then climbing up. So inside here, this is the Fresco. So just ping it, and you should get the trophy Echo from the past. Now, I'm going to have to admit to you, I don't know what's happening in this game. So obviously we're climbing a mountain, or whatever we're climbing up, towers and things like that later on. But I don't know why it's all nautical themed. I didn't read any of the notes. I know I should. Right, pitting on here, and then we're going to do a double jump up here. So that's always, if you can't get up, that's why you're not, I don't know why we did that. You're not double jumping. Yeah, so I really should have read the notes. Would have been more informed, but I just wanted to get through it. And there we go, another cairn, so don't miss that one. I might go back and read them all because I have all the footage, so I can easily just pause it and have a look through. These plants are new as well. You just need to ping them, and a load of little green buds will pop up, allow you to climb across. And then for some reason boats. Okay. It's almost like the sea is receded, I guess, and we're within. I don't know. Maybe I should read the law. I'm not just going to guess. But there's mountains under the sea, isn't there? That's my only guess, I suppose. Right, we're going across. Another point here. Clamp on. And then jump. I don't think I do. Yeah, I do. I didn't. Yeah, you can be a bit more adventurous when you're playing, obviously, but I don't want to mess any of these, any of the footage up and have to reel him back in again. Now there's a horrible collectible up here. I might be going around this one the wrong way, but we do get it. But it's it's the only one like this. So it's not this one. This one's really obvious. There's shell on the floor. I'm going to skip this. It's this next one, this cairn up here. So the cairn is on the edge of this platform, and we're going to have to kind of swing around to it. There's no other collectible where you have to go awkwardly out of your way to get to it like this one. So I try and do it here, so clamping up there and then swinging across. Now the idea is you sort of swing and then go round and hold square to add another one, but what happened there was it automatically put me onto this anchor point. So anchor onto there first, get stuck on the furniture for a bit, and then come up here and do that again. So double jump up, try and get as high as you can. That's actually quite a good place up there. And then swinging across, and as you swing, hold square to place another one. I got lucky there and actually made the whole jump. And then you're up, and then hold triangle to get the cairn. Yeah, so it's a bit of an odd one, this one. I should have just left my anchor point on, but we'll go for a nice big swing to carry on. So yeah, he does tell you where to go. If you ping it, it'll show up certain collectibles like it said, but not all of them. But of course you don't need that, you've got me whittering in your ear while you're climbing up a mountain. Yeah, so that one you're going to have to ping first and then jump to it. So like it says, use all your tools to overcome tricky situations. So swing, ping, and then jump across to them. Now how do we do this one? It's actually very simple. Just anchor on beforehand. Ping it, and then jump up again. So yeah, do remember to do the stamina with the L3 as well. Yeah, I'm doing it there as well. So there's a few things we're going to get done here. First of all, we have these little mouse things. So we're going to chase these back into the house. We're actually going to get the trophy here. So they're going to run up into their house. While they're coming back out, we're going to get this letter. That's number 8. And they should be just about leaving. There's one. And there's another letter here next to this door. And then we're going to go out of the way, just so they come back out. Keep an eye on them. Yeah, there's a lift there. You can go up. We're going to go up another way in a minute. So there is a lift there. Chase them back in. I think this might be the one. No. One more time. So just hide out the way. I'm not sure what Bogeychoco, I have no idea what that means. But yeah, we'll chase them back in. I think they both counted there. So, whatever. Bogeychoco. Sure. So, lift. There's not many of these in the game. Obviously, that would make the game a bit too easy if we just had lifts everywhere. Up here is letter number 10. So So this is the other lift that I looked up at before, where we've got the Bogeychoco. And there's a couple here. So we've got letter 11 on this wall, and then letter 12 directly behind this. And then for another new collectible, this is the final type of collectibles, only 4 of these, and that's for an altar. You just hold on to them, L2, R2, and spin it, and that automatically, so that's counted now. All the collectibles count straight away, back in motion there. And now we'll move on. So just across here is another journal. Don't forget to pick that up. And then before getting on the lift, don't get on the lift just yet. There's a cairn up here. Make a big swing, ping that, and then try and climb to it. Oh, forgot to reel it in. Get stuck. So yeah, obviously, like I said, some of them obvious where they are, the collectibles that is. Some of them not so much. Having said that, this is the linear path, but some of them will be in that sort of situation where you have to climb through and actually abseil down to them as well. Completely miss them, certain ones. Of course, it splits off the other way. So I'll just remind you as well, keep doing the jumps, keep doing the resting as well. Obviously you can jump back into a chapter and farm it if you really want to, if you miss it, but it's best to just get these things out of the way. Bit of a rest before we get up there. So this thing you can just see on my right hand side. I can't remember if I actually get this one or not. Yeah, so do we? Yeah, that's a shortcut. That's all that is. So if you for some reason wanted to go back down, you could just abseil all the way down and then up. There's a shell, make sure you grab that. And then here, squeezing through, not so obvious. These next two, I guess, aren't very obvious ones. there's a letter up there on the shelf, and next is going to be another fresco. That is clearly not in this room, but it is below where we are. So anchor on, instead of swinging across like you're supposed to, swing over and into here. And then it's here, nice. Out in the sunshine. So we're nearly done with chapter 2 as well. Again, it's just a quick one. Chapter 3 is the big meaty one, I guess, with lots going on. The bulk of it. Where the hell are you going? Clearly dark. I don't know why I decided to go that way. So yeah, there is a plant there you can use to climb up if you're struggling to reach this. Sometimes the prompt comes up straight away, sometimes it doesn't. You can just use that plant to also climb up. That's a very good jump. I had a bit of trouble with that jump the first time I played this. I think it's just angling as well. I know I was doing the buttons right, but sometimes you need to have the camera angled a certain way. So if you're struggling with a certain jump or double jump like that, it might be why. Just flatten the camera off against the wall and you should be okay. So here's another letter. And then we've got another cairn coming up. Just across here. And then after that we are done with chapter 2, so we just need to climb up here and there's going to be another cutscene. You're going to blow into another shell. Obviously I'm going to skip that and we're going to go straight into chapter 3. So this is the longest chapter. I've ducked out there, so it's just going to change. We're in the same place though. So before we even start, we're going to turn around and get another journal and jump for some reason. Apparently I was playing Dark Souls or something there. X to pick up. And then looping round. And up here is going to be the first cairn of this chapter. So we're going to get a few trophies in this one. And by saying that, it's because I do enough jumps and resting. I'm pretty sure it's in this chapter. Getting very close together as well. So if you don't get them when I do, don't worry. Just keep going. You will get them. So new mechanic is going to turn up in a minute. Well, it's not really a mechanic. We're not going to be doing anything differently. It's just that heat is going to become a thing. Pretty sure it's on this wall here. So as we expose ourselves to the sun, you can just see there's a red to the stamina bar. There's a red outline to it. When you're in direct heat, it goes down quicker. That's it. Honestly, it's not anything to worry. You can just climb normally still. It doesn't really affect much because you can just rest where you are and it builds back up. You can see it's not really taking much of a toll. So a quick rest and then on we go. What it does affect are these. So when you ping these, you'll see they do pop out, but quite quickly they start smoking. And, oh, missed it. Quick jump up. Yeah, they disappear again. But if they're in the shade like these ones are, then obviously you're fine still. So you can ping them as many times as you need. Just be aware, just before they run out, put a piton on. Am I saying that right? Or is it a python? Piton? Python? I've never been climbing, so I don't really know. I don't really want to either. Climbing is just something that just doesn't interest me. I'm fine staying on the floor. I don't understand how people do this, especially for fun. I'm gonna just scare the living crap out of myself. No, I'm good. I'll just play a scary game or something instead. Yeah, so what I didn't do there was drag my rope in when I should have done. If you get held back after doing that, it's because your rope is run out. So that's why there is those things all over the place, those things to anchor in. So finally, up at the top here, we've got two collectibles. We've got this journal over here by the door. And then we've got a letter behind near this lamp, which I'm guessing, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or not, but that lamp looks like an oil lamp or something like that, and it's still lit, so this must be freshly deserted, but I'm guessing it's not at the same time. Right, so get the first few out on this one and wait it out. There's no point rushing. And then when you're able to ping it again, then go for it. Just before they run out, anchor up. And then you can swing across. Big jump. Oh no, I missed it. Oh god, it's all going wrong. Oh no. What are we doing here? That's it. Go up and then swing. Anchor, right, and then swing from there. That's how it works. Easy. Just like to make it look difficult, you see. Anyway, next collectibles here, the Cairn. Ah, backfired. Or did it? No, I just need to ping from there. There is one above me. Just that shot. There it is. Oh, there's another vine come to join the party as well. Yeah, sometimes the grab, it just kind of doesn't work. Just jumping is the best thing to do. So you have to be quick on this one as well. No. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Should be resting while I'm waiting. I don't know why I didn't do that. Now I'm going to do it. Right, so this is a new thing as well. So this is a relay. You hold square, you'll draw up your rope, and then plug into this one. So on the big longer walls that you'll find there's quite a few of those, it means that you can just kind of relax to when you get to one of those. Your rope is at full, you have all your length of your rope left, and you can just kind of go for a bit. Doesn't look like he climbed there, but you actually can. Right, we've got another collectible coming up here. So when you anchor on here, eventually, there we go. Swinging across, we're going to drop down. Keep going down. And there it is on the wall. Closed. Right, run up here for absolutely no reason. Turn around because you realise you've gone in the wrong place. Then go up this ladder, which is really obvious, but way back up. And then we're going to go in the building. A little bit of a rest. Get used to doing them. Get them out of the way. Not into that building. I guess it's more of a cave, isn't it? This one up here is where we're going. Don't climb up just yet. Look for these windows. And you can see the Fresco off there in the distance. The Fresco down. Only 8 more to go. And 8 more shells as well. So going back up where we just came from. Hopefully there's a shortcut. Indie games is definitely where it's at the moment, isn't it? Game wise, I know that having said that, you've got the janky movement there. No, just focusing on one sort of gameplay mechanic, which is in this is climbing, and just doing it well. In and out, few hours, done, off we go. That's what I'm, yeah, definitely what I'm a bit more interested in at the moment. So you're going to see a few of these sort of indie titles. I've got a couple I really want to do, so following on. So anchored on, got down here, shell number 4, skipped it and skipped it again, and climbing back up. So you can see there is a plant. You ping it, it's going to climb around and let you back up. Don't know why I pinged again. I think I was trying to hold, yeah, trying to rest a bit. And back we go into here. Not that way. So another new thing coming up. These little moving rock guys. These are fine. They're a little bit annoying because the paths aren't really set. They're kind of set, but not really. And you can hang on to one. After about 10 seconds, it completely stops where it's going. I guess you're just weighing it down. And then you have to get to a new one, or just jump. But you have to be ready to jump and hold onto the one that you just were holding on to. You'll see me do that on some others later on. There is a trophy for pinging 25 of those at once. When you ping them, they slow down. There is a good place we're going to get it. I think there's only really 2 specific places. There's one in this chapter and then one later on towards the end of number 4, I want to say. But we'll get it in this one. So make sure you get that journal, and then we're going to head out. So you can see there's plenty of those little mouse things. You probably would get that the trophy for returning to the house accidentally anyway. So here we go, another note, and then behind another one in the near the house or the hut, whatever it is. And then very quickly we're going to get a cairn as well, which is down here. You don't see it just yet, just a bit further down. It's right down at the bottom. There it is. So coming up here is where we're going to try and get this trophy, or we will get it. I'll get it, so this is where you should get it. Angel's Carabiner. So to get back up this cliff face, we need to use these plants. So grab onto one of those. Whoa, hello. Don't do that, don't know what happened there. Grab on, ping, and then it's going to take us up all the way to the wrong side. We need to go to that other one up there. A little bit annoying. But what I'm going to do is going to go up onto the top of the plant, anchor on, swing across, and then hold square when we get to the top arc of the swing. So it should be near the top of this this edge. And then you're going to place another piton, or whatever they're called, down. So I'm going to just move it up to the top. So climb up, hold on to there. And that's going to give you enough room just to swing across. Do it a couple of times, get nice and high, don't hold on. I don't know what was going on there. There's rope all over the place here. Just resting. Right, up here. We'll get it this time. Anchor on. There, you should get it there. So just give it a few tries. And just try and anchor on as close to the top of that edge as you can. And you should get it. And then we're free, come on. There we go, free yourself. Free to move on. It's a really obvious one here, just to the left. I'd say really obvious, it's really not. It's only obvious because I know where we're going. Yeah, so next is a cairn, which is a bit of a ways off yet. We've got this little bit of a... I don't really like this section. It just seems a bit awkward. Jump it up. Whoa. Thought we were going to miss there. Always be ready to hold L to R2 to catch on. That little guy on the back must have thought he's definitely teamed up with the wrong person. Jumping around all these places. He's got no idea what I'm doing. Right, so we're going to be swinging across. If you lower down enough, you should be able to swing. You don't need to bother with the plant there. You should be able to swing right onto the rock. Big jump. Big video game jump. And then you can see these little crawling rocks is what we need to hang on to next. I don't think you're going to get 25 in this place. So stay on the middle one. That means you can go left or right as you need to as they slow down. There's quite a few there, all bunched up. I want to make it up to them. So I'm going to wait, anchored on before I jump. Up we go. We need to ping that plant. It does, see there, it stops them as well. Which is a good thing because it means we can kind of collect them up for the trophy. Yeah, we're going all the way around here just to go back where we came from. You'll see in a moment. Where we first swung off, that's where we're going. There may be instances in this game where I've gone completely the wrong way, but still made it. But I think we needed to come around here because there's one of those anchor points here. It's going to change the camera, so it wants us to go this way. Bit of a funky jump, this one. You can easily overcook it, which I'm about to do now, and go flying over the top, which is just awkward. So jump, and we're trying grab onto the blade there, but yep, that wasn't it. Let's try this again. Nope. I'm actually exposed to the heat here as well, but we're not using any stamina, so it's not a problem. There we go, that's much better. Jumping up. Now you want to make sure that you get this cairn first time, otherwise, whoa, otherwise you're going to have to do all this again. So anchoring on. And then you want to swing up onto the top there and hold on. And then grab this one. I'm just thinking, I'm not sure I did actually get the trophy for swinging and resting and jumping in this chapter. It might be the next one. I recorded 3 and 4 close together. It might actually be the end of the next one. Anyway, doesn't really matter. We're going to get it. So grab that cairn around the back of this tree, or yeah, I think it's a tree, isn't it? Really dead, whatever it is. Is a letter, looks like ET at the end of ET. I don't know why I said at the end of ET. What other film is ET in? Next is an altar, so we're running up here. And then look up for this one-of-a-kind ceiling fan. There aren't any others like that in the game. Go. So it counts straight away. As soon as you get that save in the top right, you're good. You can leave. Back up where we started. So we're coming up onto the place where we're going to get the trophy for pinging 25 of those little brick bug things here. We're essentially going to do it directly above where I am now. You can see there's a whole load of them. They all collect and congregate there. But we're not going to do it until we come back around. It will make more sense when we get to it. First of all, we're going to go all the way up to the right-hand side. Really slow climb this one. No, he's going the wrong way. I want to go over to him. Big jump. Didn't make it. Oh, almost should have anchored on before I made that jump. That was a bit stupid. When you get to this, the obvious path is to go left still, because that's where the little rock bugs are going. That's where we need to go as well. But we're going to go up first. He's not going to make it. Over the top, ready to just grab it. No, it's gone out of reach. Didn't grab it quickly enough. Will do. So I want to try and jump to those one. Yeah, you can see I've clanked on, ready. You just want to come up here, and this is where the shell is. Again, another not so obvious one. So, skipping ahead. Now we're going to go and get that trophy, the collective climb. Probably do it there. How many have got there? There's quite a few there actually. So you can ping if you want to while you're climbing. You might actually accidentally get the trophy. It does take a few attempts. But whatever you do, come and clamp up on here first, because you're just going to be able to pull yourself back up, and it's going to allow you to just to rappel down and just find the biggest group of them and try. That would have been a good group to pause there. Those ones are just off to the right. So when you ping, they stop, and the new ones will come out of the wall and start walking towards the ones that have already stopped. So just swing left to right, try and time it. It is timing. You don't know how many of these little guys. Yeah, that would have been a really good group to have, that one there. Gonna have to be patient with this. Got quite a few coming in now. Missed those there. Oh yes, got a lot of them now. Slow those down. Don't worry, it's coming. I think it's the next one I do it. No, I lied. It's the next one after that. Big swing. Let them refresh. No, I lied again. Must be... There we go. Come on, we're getting close now. Yeah, there it is. Right. Once you've done that, climb back up and carry on. Or don't climb, that would take forever. Just pull yourself back up. And that's another annoying one out of the way. It looks like we're near the top, but we're not, so do anchor on. Don't just go for it. That's when you end up wasting more time. Especially with this point as well, you have to be quick. Get your jumps right. Oh, that was close. Finally, Jesus, it was a hell of a climb, that one. Right, journal entry number 6 here. And moving on. Big area's got quite a few little collectibles in it. Coming up to sort of halfway point on the game now, with this being the long chapter. Closing this up shortly. So another one up here. So get that first one. Make sure you come up here, grab this one as well, and then dropping down similar to like we did before. See the cairn there. Can't get down, I'm stuck. And now I've got another hidden fresco. So the frescoes are generally hidden. Some of them are out in the obvious, in the open, all obvious, but this one's not. See it. I guess it is kind of obvious. It does show you there where it is, so you're going to be intrigued to go down there anyway, no doubt. That was a very video gamey jump. I drifted for ages then. And there we go. I think I struggled with this climb, if I remember correctly, for some reason. Yeah, there. Come on, what the hell was that? Still trying to get those jumps in. Yes, we'll take it easy this time. No. Yeah, it's like the oh, come on. Right, there we go. The climb where I seem to just struggle with it. I don't know why. It's a really simple climb as well. Okay, so a few more coming up now. No, it is in this chapter where I get the 2 trophies. It is, because it's coming up. So there we go. That's the letter. Cairn, just behind this boat. Of course, there's a boat there. Now we're going to get the trophy for... I will anyway. You might not necessarily get it here. But just keep going and just remember, just keep jumping. You will get it. I mean, we're only just halfway through the game. But just get it out of the way, get it done. So keep resting as well. It's round the other side of here. Yeah, so go down here. You got to ping this one. It does have some safe points underneath, so just let yourself drop and grab on. Yeah, it's up round the other side now. Now I remember. So it might just be here. Big jump. Yeah, there it is. So you'll get it eventually. Just keep going. Anchor on. And then I'm going to get the fresh air one as well. So a bit of a fade. It took me a minute there. Got a bit stuck on the rock there just off to the left. It got completely stuck up there. Don't know why. So I'm just going to rest. So you'll see me keep resting because it is hot and I'm really low on stamina because I cut that bit out. But every time There we go, I think it's coming up now. Yeah, so I've just rested there again. Get fresh air for resting 50 times. So again, just keep going with it. It will come if you don't get them here. You might already have them by now. We're officially past the halfway point as well. It's all going well. Only just though. Yeah, we need to get up to these rocks and then we can get past this bit. Yeah, it was horrible. Just sort of got stuck swinging on the rocks below. It's the only time I really had a problem with it. Very obvious letter here. And maybe not so obvious is to come down here for quite a few actually. Shortcut, we'll get this one now. So use the shortcut. Hook onto it straight away. Drop down and you've got a cairn here. Pushing over, it's two guys pushing a big beetle over. Foreshadowing. Or has it? No, it hasn't happened yet, has it? Yeah, again, another bit where it got a bit messed up there. Anyway, you want to rappel down. And the shell we're after is in this one here. Shortcut just in case something goes wrong. Raisin pebbles. Is that what those little creatures are called? I really should read this. Maybe it's quite interesting actually. It'd help explain what the hell's going on anyway. Journal entry. And then we're going to go back the way we came now. We've already got that one, don't worry about that. Some more of these. Is this what they were referring to as raisin pebbles? Do look a bit like raisins, I guess. Yeah, the camera's a bit weird on this. Don't worry, it will do this. But let's jump onto the wall and just start climbing up, and it should bring the focus round. There we go. I think about 20 minutes ago I said we're wrapping this chapter up. We're still going. It seemed a lot shorter than I remember. Or should I say I'm remembering it a lot shorter than it actually is. My initial playthrough of this was nearly 6 hours, and managed to whittle it down to just over 2. And that's still with some errors in there as well. Okay, so up here. This is, don't go on any of the zip lines now. So this is where we're going to come down. Don't go on the zip line yet. Want to get the letter on the side. Getting a bit turned around. Come on, focus. Yeah, don't go on that zip line. So you'll notice that I'm not actually jumping all the time now because it's not actually quicker to jump up. There we go, the letter. It's just a bit awkward. It's once you get the rhythm with the L2 R2, you can actually climb really quickly. So now we'll go back down, and then now we'll zip line across. And I promise now we are actually coming towards the end of chapter 3 finally. If you hear any weird creaking, etc., it's my chair. I'm having to move around, although it's quite warm today. Speaking of warm, it's going to be warm up here, exposed to the sun again, so just be aware of that. My raisins run out. Raisin in the sun. That makes sense as well, doesn't it? Lost it there. I'm just going to try and swing across. I want to come up here. Yeah, that's what we're after. Nearly there. One more collectible at the top here. So this is the end. Don't go and run and blow in the trumpet just yet. Come around here, get the journal, and then you can go and do it. And finally, chapter 3 is done. So, skipping ahead again. We're going to be inside Convergence. We're in now. Chapter 4. So the next 3 chapters can be done obviously in less than an hour. Chapter 6 being the shortest and not having any collectibles at all. There is a bit of meat to this one as well. This is probably the second, or not probably, it definitely is the second longest. Quite a lot of this one actually takes place inside the cave, so it's nice and cool in here as opposed to the sun outside. So swing across here to the left, don't go right, that's the way we're supposed to go. And then there's going to be a letter, just make that out here. Yeah, sometimes you might not see the prompt, it might not show up, the square prompt to try and hook on. Just press it anyway, more than likely it will just work. Okay, it looks like there's supposed to be some collectible here, but there actually isn't anything. This is just the way out. We need to open it first. So new mechanic coming up. These little glowing ones. So get them towards you. Little sparks. Ping them and then jump. And you just need to jump once and they'll carry you up. So that's what we're doing in this one. Door, pretty self-explanatory. That's going to open the door downstairs and then we can continue on. So you just need to rappel back down again. Don't need to climb. So we're definitely in some sort of canal region now. Trade. So I really don't know what was going on in regards to that water, because there isn't any anywhere. I'm guessing the whole thing's an allegory for environmentalism. Usually is in games like this. Not to say that's a bad thing. Obviously we need to protect the environment, but that's what I'm guessing anyway. So going into this new area here looks quite confusing. There's quite a lot of things to get here. So you've got this shell here first. And then at the back here, just on the table, is the journal entry. Now, I did actually forget to pick this next one up. It's really obvious as well. So I've had to just come back here. You're going to see a door open already that you will need to open. So I don't know how I forgot to get this one. Obviously it was on my list and it completely walked off. I was getting ahead of myself, I think. So get that Fresco. And then come back this way. Find these sparks on the wall. Just a quick jump. You don't actually need to be holding onto the wall to use the sparks. Just a normal jump will do it. This door I'd already opened. I'd already come up here and realised, oh god, I've not gone and got that Fresco. So just open that door. We're going to use that in a moment. And up here is another letter. Can't there. When I'm doing that, it's because I can't get the circle prompt to work. So swinging across, and then we need to swing back across to get to where we need to go. Not going to do that. I'm going to pull this bridge down and get letter number 30. Getting close now, journals and everything, we're closing in. So swinging across, grab onto the rocks. Getting turned around again, need to carry on a bit more yet. So, big climb again before we actually get the journal. Well, it's not a massive climb, it's just a climb, I guess. This is the way we're supposed to come, so pull that down. And then very quickly we've got the journal entry, and you can see the one just off to the left is letter number 31. If only they were all this close together. I said that other ceiling fan was one of a kind. Just notice that that's exactly the same. So bring the spark. Let the sparks bring you up, and you're going to go left. Don't go right. That's the way we need to go. Can actually keep your rope on. Certain collectibles you need to disconnect your rope, but the letters you're all right. We can just swing back down. I would have made the jump anyway. Work, did it? There we go. Hopefully you've got your jump trophies by now. I'd imagine you should have got them by now. Don't need that shortcut, but it's there anyway. And your one for resting as well. Hopefully you've got those by now. Those rock bugs are seriously strong in being able to hold a whole person up. Finally, we're up at the top. Nearly ran out of stamina there. Next letter's just down here. Through here and past the door we need to go through, which is this one. Fresco. Don't think they get much more obvious than this. Oh, hang on. Got stuck again. There we go. And then you're safe to zip line down. There's nothing else up there we need to worry about. So a few things here. We've got the Cairn first. And then we've got a shell which is over through the sluice gate in this boat. And then finally there's a letter on top on the way back out. Could have just jumped across, to be honest. Would have been alright. Either way, up here where we go to carry on. Lots of quick file letters here coming up. So no, that's the wrong way. You know it's the wrong way. Why are you going that? You've got to carry on a bit more first. Yes, and then off to the right hand side. So very quickly there's going to be another one up the stairs here. And to the left. Sometimes it is just easier to swing to where you're able to go, if you can, obviously. And then up here, we want to go across, directly across to the handholds. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go and get a letter, which is over on this side. Really awkward angle there, but we made it. So this time we're looking out for the handholds, which are just up here. That's going to lead the way out. And then we're going to get into, it's not quite yet. There's a really cool area coming up with yeah, it's a well-designed game. It looks really impressive. These few areas we've got coming up. Yeah, don't go that way. You don't need to go that way. You need to go upwards. Pick a flower. Hopefully it's this right hand one, because what you want to do is anchor on and then drop down. And here is your cairn. This is actually the way you need to go as well. And then very quickly we're just going to climb up and grab another letter on the floor here, and then we're going to make our way to the altar for this area. So after that long ass climb, there's a long way up. It's a shimmy across, and then we're going to drop back down again. So we're going to climb all the way up to come back down. And there's the altar. Again, another one that's not immediately obvious. We'll take a lift up though. And lift it up any day at this point. So just round here is going to be another cairn, number 17. Coming up on the final half hour here. Last two chapters are really quick. Thankfully chapter 5 is really quick because it's not exactly fun. It's fine, it's got some new mechanic in it, which is wind. Kind of predictable, but just yeah, it's more annoying than anything else. But it's not supposed to be easy. I get that's the whole point, isn't it? Climbing is not supposed to be easy. Anything worth doing isn't easy. Another long climb. Ain't seen nothing yet. Like I said, chapter 5. Yeah, this is the cool area coming up now. Very impressive. We'll have a proper look in a moment once we carry on. But first of all, round here and down is going to be another Fresco, number 9. I'll get in there on those. There aren't many collectibles in chapter 5, which is the final collectible chapter. So we are actually got quite a few to get yet in this one. I don't think collectibles get much more obvious than this one here. It's literally waiting for us. Ida. And then a really cool zip line. Show the scale of this place. Straight on to number 40. This bit here with all these little raisin things, whatever they're called, this is the other area where I think you might be able to get the 25. Obviously we've already done it, but if for whatever random reason you haven't, then here you can see there's quite a few. You might be able to grab it here, but don't quote me on that. Here's number 41. Yeah, you're gonna have to lower yourself down for this one, so we're going down again. Yeah, this place just keeps going on and on. I don't mean like length of level, I mean in the distance, what you can see. So here's our next shell. Obviously we're going to skip ahead. Letter right here, don't miss this one. And then we're coming up to really close to the end of this one now. Up the second lift and then step away from the lift and look to your left. If you don't step away, you'll just press square and keep going up and down the lift, and then swing across, and then we have the final collectible for this one, which is this cairn here. So not much left in chapter 5 at all, so we're going to quickly go through that one. That's about, I guess by the end of this one's there's a few minutes left on this one. Another climb, and then we've got about 20 minutes in chapter 5, if that, and then the end of the game, chapter 6, which is Very straightforward. It's just kind of, it's almost like an epilogue, really. All the main game is in the first 5. So you're going to need to swing from here. So anchor on and swing across. Yeah, I'm trying to get it just out of reach. You can see the blue just missing. So the next thing, yeah, we're on to chapter 5 very quickly. Come on, you can make it. So you can see how quickly you can actually crawl up the walls using the L2R2. It's a lot quicker than jumping, and then you get stuck. I'm running out of stamina, running out. There we go. Okay, so this is the end of chapter 4. Moving on to chapter 5. You're going to blow through this, another cutscene, and I'm obviously going to skip it. And we're going straight into Mirage, chapter 5, Wind, basically. Not me, the game. So yeah, we use the wind to help us jump essentially, and it obviously can work against you, so you're going to have to watch which way the wind is going. Luckily there's lots of wind socks everywhere. If it's blowing up, it's going to help you jump. Just don't do this. So I think I'm right. Oh no, this one's okay. Whoa. I don't think it changes here. Yeah, you're okay on this first one, it's just going to help you up. But we're getting a lot of trophies in this this chapter as well, and then there's just the 3 in chapter 6, 2 of which, one of which, sorry, is the just for completing the game. So you're gonna have to wait for that. Watch the wind sock kind of, whatever. I know it's not technically a sock, but wait for them to change. Now you can jump. It's always better to just hold on and wait the extra couple of seconds rather than have to climb back up. I think I should take my own advice here. I think this is one of the ones where it gets me. No, it's not. Can't be. I'm ready to go. Come on, no. Yeah, so a bit of a drop there. You see the wind changes. Think you're ready. It'll change them quite quickly as well. This looks like the top as well, but we're not, so do anchor on. These fans, yeah, are a bit of a pain. So drop down, anchor on. You're going to need it because this is a big long climb. You'll run out of rope. And with these, you're going to have to try and jump. These last ones, the top ones, are the pain. Because there's some rocks off to the side that we need to jump to, but they're not. I don't know, it's a weird one. You should easily be able to jump to it, but they don't. So ignore that plant there, the 2 plants. We're not going up that way. We're going getting some stuff. You could climb, because it's actually quite slow. You could climb around if you wanted to. You may even, depending on the wind, be able to jump up, but that is it. Remember, you got the wind against you as well. This here, just here, there's a little ledge. Just missed it. No. Jump. Missed it. Yeah, see, the wind took me away from the edge. Again, it's doing it. And now I'm floating in midair. No. Yeah, so even though it's just right there, the wind will throw you off. So quick climb round. Hopefully the wind's on my side this time, which it is. Yes, definitely anchoring on. So quite quickly we're going to get quite a few collectibles in this here. There's actually a side area, you don't need to come up here. Or this way up anyway. So first of all we've got this shell just in this basket or broken pot, whatever it is. There is a cairn just here. We've not finished yet. From the cairn we're going to go down the stairs or the ramp, and just here is a journal. Yet again we're not finished just yet. We're going to go through here and we've got a fresco, so quite a lot in this small area here, and 4 of them quickly. But then we do need to go back outside, unfortunately. But it means we can just drop down back to where we were. So, moving on. There's where we're going, just off to the left in the distance there. You can see that's where we're heading next, which is not actually the direction we want to go in. This is, but we want to go up once we've got across this fan. Turbine, whatever you want to call them. Go for a big jump, the wind helped then. And again there. So anchor on, it's going to make this jump easier. You could just go for it, but this gives you a better... You kind of get tangled on the fan if you don't, and for some reason you can kind of float over it if you do. Big jump across, and then we've got the penultimate shell. So now we will go up. So anchor back on and we're going to climb back up. On this bit here, the wind is going to really be forcing you back. If you stay on this face, you should be alright. You do have to climb around here. It's similar to the sun in that it just reduces your stamina. It's actually quicker than the sun, but again, it's nothing to really worry about. You're going to get up quite quickly. And then up here is a letter. Nearly there with the letters. The letters are going to be the first one that we finish. And then, I don't know why, but every time I walk through that door, which is, I say every time, I've already done it like 3 times, 2 times, it reminds me of the boss fight in Demon Souls. Don't know why. I guess it's just the arena. You kind of look over. You expect the Demon King, whatever he was called. What was he called? Looking over. Anyway, grab that Fresco, and then we're going to go and get the final letter, which is just across here. This is going to give us the Avid Reader trophy as well. If you don't get it, obviously you've missed one, well, maybe more than one. You can get it in Chapter Select, or them in Chapter Select, which you can do once you finish the game. So, another windy climb. Take your time with it. Wait for the wind to be in your favour. Shimmy through, and we're going to get a couple of trophies here in quick succession. So there is actually a journal off there to the right, but that's also the way out, so we'll do that in a minute. We need to drop down here. Journal, as soon as you drop down, and then turn around, you've got a Fresco. This is our last Fresco. Antique Gallery Manager, and then we're going to go and get the final journal, which is Final Ascent. So we've just got altars and cairns to finish off. So once you finish reading it and you come out, that's when you'll get the trophy. There we go, Final Ascent. We will carry on. Speaking of ascents, off we go. Oh, sorry, with shells as well. Bloody hell. Shells, how can you forget the shells? Again, wind in your favour, wait for it to be in your favour. Jumping now would just send you further down. Tried to get a bit clever here because we need to go down to get the final shell, because it's just down there. You can see it where that sock's flapping around, but yeah, unfortunately the rope's not long enough, so I'm going to have to climb up, anchor on, and then go down, which is a bit annoying because we have to climb this twice. The game's been good about that generally, not making us re-climb areas we've already climbed. So I can appreciate that. You can see right there at the top is the trumpet thing that we need to blow. So we are nearly at the end of this chapter already. Nearly at the end of the game. I mean, we've only got just over 10 minutes left. So dropping down, we have the shell, which is just here. So quick succession, another quick 1-2 punch here. of the Shell Sound Archeologist. And then obviously I'm sure you can tell what the next one is. Cycle Celebration for the altar. So as soon as you spin it, you should get it. Now we just need this final ascent. The wind is really blowing now. So we use this to get back up to the bottom of where we were before. And that final push. The cairn is up at the top. So it's just before we leave. I can't grab on. There we go. Yeah, you can see that wind is just clipping through all the rocks there. So it is going to be pushy. This is a bit of a slow climb. I wouldn't jump here. The chapter 6 is going to actually be quite a good place to farm jumps and rest if you need to. I can't imagine you've got this far and not got those trophies yet. But in 6, there's no rush. There's no elements against you. There's just you and a nice easy flat surface that you climb in. Okay, you can see I'm trying to climb here. I'm pressing L2, R2. Now I have been the whole game. There we go. A bit of a burst of speed there. There. So best when it blows like that, just hold on, rest. Chain's squeaking again. Definitely a new one. Come on, it's right there. I guess it's actually quite good because you're right there, you're pushing against that wind, you can feel it pushing you back. Just keep going. No, I don't want to place another Pinton. Have I been saying Pinton? It's Pinton, isn't it? Christ. Anyway, I've got to pronounce something wrong, I'm English. Yeah, final cairn. So as soon as you place that, common ground, we are done with regards to collectibles. Off we go. So this is not going to finish the chapter straight away, so there's going to be a cutscene. You're going to jump on a big whale that looks like a tooth, and then we are going to have to climb up. So you're going to have a bit of a cutscene, then it's going to kick back in again. All you got to do is wind yourself in with R1, climb up the side, anchor on here. It's just a nice simple climb, and then once you just go this last bit towards the head, then it's going to change. You're going to get a cutscene again, and then we're going to move on to chapter 6. I think somebody's lent on a keyboard. I don't know what that means. Yeah, so we've got a couple of quick trophies that we can get here. So our little man is freezing to death here, so we're going to give him a hug. We also need to revive or speak to one of the big whales. This is the one we just crashed on. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him a hug. L2, R2 this time. A faint glimmer. He's not got much life in him yet. So you're going to see me. So the next one we're going to get is for trying to speak to one of these whales. That one doesn't work. You can see this. That's what we're climbing over there. It looks really small from up here, but we're actually quite far away. So it's going to take a minute to run down this hill. As we go down, you can see just ahead of us there, that's another one of those frozen whales. You can't ping it here. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm just not close enough. I feel like I am. I'm right there. Doesn't work there. So come round here, down to the bottom. This is where I got it the first time. I was just seeing if we could save a bit of time messing around. We're going to have to come back up. And then come onto these rocks and then ping it here. And you should get the awakened memory. That is the final trophy. Well, it's not the final one. The final one's up there. The final one that we can do through gameplay. The last one is just for finishing the game. Water Piper. And then obviously we're going to get the platinum, which is Ballast. So long run down here, and then we've just got to climb that face. That's it. We're done. So there's nothing more to say while we're running, so we'll be back in a moment. So climbing up on this is quite easy, straightforward, really straightforward. The bits with the bumps in you can climb on, the ones without you can't. Simple as that. They all light up as soon as you jump to them. So you've got these whales on the way up. I don't think you have to light the whales up, but again, we're just going to do it because I did it last time and it worked. So we're going to do it this time. Maybe it's for which ending you get. Maybe there's different endings, not that there's trophies for it. I don't know. I haven't tried. All I know is lighting them all up on the way seems to work, so that's what we're going to do this time as well. They're pretty much on the way up anyway. There's only one or two where you have to just kind of deviate slightly. So climbing up. Yes, like I said, there's a good place to get the jump in and the rest in. If you've not got it, you should have it by now. If you haven't, let me know actually if you managed to get this far without jumping or resting. You have to have it by now. So we're going to go left first, up here, because there is a whale, and I want to light them all up. Simple as that, really. So as soon as we jump across, we just got to let go, swing around to the other one. There we go. Yeah, make sure you're pitting on. Pitting. I don't know. I didn't know they had a name. I would have called it an anchor point. I think I have been doing. There's another whale. I wonder if there's anyone still watching. Hello! I wonder if anyone's watched this full stop. I know it's a bit of an older game, but I know it's on PS Plus at the moment. And yeah, I think it'd just be better to get some of the easier, shorter games together as well. Because I did put that poll out asking whether people watch these for entertainment and as well as trophies, and some people do. So maybe people are watching this. I don't know. If you are, thank you. I will continue with these ones. Next one after this, I'm thinking Never, because I really love Gris, or Grease. Or Thank Goodness You're Here, because it looks hilarious. It should make for quite a good little guide as well. But yeah, there's loads of little indies I want to cover. I'm not saying that I could have a sway. I know most of them are quite older now anyway. But just even if it gets one or two more people playing them, just because I've made the video, that would be worth it. So inside we go. We've got those extra whales. This is the final ascent now as we hop out this window. I think I get a bit tangled on the way up here. My rope isn't long enough because I anchor or pitten. A bit too early. So my rope's not. So that one I probably should have just left. So be aware of that as well. If you're struggling to climb up, it's because your rope's not long enough. I think it's at the top of this one. I put another one on. it's this one. I'm sure it is. So I think this is a swing here. I'm trying to climb up onto this next whale here. And there, I didn't notice it right away. I was like, what the hell was that? Because I don't expect my... I know it tells me there at the top. I wasn't looking there either. I was just concentrating on what I'm doing. Yeah, so the rope is actually too short here. So I need to go back and unhook myself from up there, which is a bit annoying. I'm running out of stamina. It's not going well. Oof, made it. I didn't think we would make that one. Did I even get all the whales on the way up? I'm just thinking there's one above here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah, I have to have got them all, surely. Bit of a rest there. So we're not cutting through this time, we're just going straight. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Up we go. Come on, let's finish this. We're right there now. So once we get to the top here, I'm going to blow that final shell, conch, horn, whatever you want to call it. And then we are done. That will get you the water piper, which will start to rain, which I'm guessing is the whole environmental thing again. You get the platinum ballast. All is good with the world. We are going to survive. But yeah, that's it. So, thank you. If you had any problems with collectibles, jump into chapter select from the main menu after the credits are done. But yeah, cutscene. You're going to get the rain coming down. And then you're going to just have to wait for the credits to roll. Which will be... now? Now. You get water piper and also ballast at that point. The platinum. So well done. Congratulations. Right. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.